So buddy, let's watch Jim and let's do another music ranking. This is for my top 5 bands and artists. I've already done my top 5 bands before, but this is my top 5 bands and artists. It was also with my top 5 YouTubers as well, so if you want to watch that video, you can go ahead and do so after this one. But this is my own opinion, and you can let me know your top 5 bands and artists, or just top 5 music artists or top 5 bands in the comment section below. That being said, let's get started with number 5. And number 5 is Queen. I absolutely love Queen. My favourite album from them is A Night at the Opera, which has also got my favourite song of all time, Bohemian Rhapsody. They've also done other amazing songs like Radio Gaga, Somebody to Love, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Under Pressure. They've done so many. They've done Nothing More Bites the Dust. They've, of course, done We Are the Champions, We Will Rock You. I can keep going on with how many songs they have done. And I love listening to their songs. I don't feel like I listen to them enough, which is probably why they are just my number 5. But still, I do absolutely love Queen, and I love listening to them when I do. But let's continue on with number 4. Number 4, I have Bon Jovi. I absolutely love them as well. I love their Lost Highway album, New Jersey album, and the Keep the Faith album. My favourite from them is the New Jersey album, and I just absolutely love a lot of their songs that they do. I love a lot of their new stuff, like Saturday Night Give Me Sunday Morning, and there's other new ones that they've done, like This House Is Not For Sale, Roller Coaster, but there's a lot of just other amazing Bon Jovi songs that are from the 80s and 90s, like Always, I'll Be There For You, Living on a Prayer, It's My Life, which is from 2000, from the Crush album. There's just, I could keep going on about how many Bon Jovi songs I love, just like Queen. And Queen and Bon Jovi have probably been the ones that were I've been listening to for the longest time. But just all these other three, I just prefer just a little bit more to Bon Jovi. But I still love listening to Bon Jovi when I do. Number 3, I have Neil Diamond, who has got my favourite compilation album of all time, Neil Diamond All Time Greatest Hits. I absolutely love that album. I love all the songs on there. I also love his Melody Road album, and when he was singing songs with the London Symphony Orchestra, he's of course sang Sweet Caroline, but he's also sang I Am a Said, one of my favourite songs of all time. He's also sang Cracked and Rosie, Love on the Rocks. He's also been in the film called The Jazz Singer, which a lot of his great songs are in there, such as America and Hello Again. And there's just, I can go on just like the other two with how many songs I love. But I think I just love him a lot more just because, I don't know, I just feel like there's just something about his songs that I just prefer a little bit more. I've got more of his songs probably in my top 100 songs of all time, which are the reasons why he is my number 3. But he is very close to being number 2. He started off being number 4, but he just beat Bon Jovi, and he is very close to being number 2, but we'll just have to wait and see for that. Number 2, I have Imagine Dragons, which I've been listening to since about 2013, 2014, something like that, and I fell in love with them ever since. I love all their studio albums. I love pretty much all their songs. My favourites are Warriors, which is my top 10 favourite songs of all time. I also love It's Time, On Top of the World, Demons, Radioactive, Shots, Roots. There's just so many songs I love from them. And there's so many songs I love from all these top 5 bands and artists. But I also am looking forward to his new studio album when that comes out. I'm not the biggest fan of the song Cutthroat from it. I'm just not a big fan of that much shouting in a song. It's just not my personal thing, which it's making me a bit concerned because apparently a lot of the new studio albums going to have songs like that. So I'm a little bit concerned about it, but I'm also curious as well. But I do love listening to all the albums quite a lot. My favourite from them is Night Visions. And that's all really got to say from Imagine Dragons. Please listen to them. They're one of the most underrated bands, I think. They're more well known in other places, just not in the UK, which is where I live. But let's finish off with number 1. Number 1, I have the Beatles, of course. I am a huge Beatles fan. It was probably no surprise for you. It was in my number 1 when I did my top 5 bands, and of course, number 1 here. I just think they're just miles better than all the other bands out there, in my opinion. I love all their studio albums. Maybe not Yellow Submarine, but all the others. They've sang songs like, of course, Yellow Submarine, but my favourites are Golden Slumbers, Carry the Weight, The End, Yesterday, She Loves You, All You Need Is Love, Strawberry Fields Forever, A Day in a Life, In My Life. I can just probably talk about Beatles songs for hours. This video could be ages just talking about Beatles stuff, but I, I'll be shocked if you've not heard any Beatles song. But you've really got to listen to some of their albums. Pretty much all the albums I would recommend to listen to. Abbey Road is my favorite. It's my favorite album of all time. My favorite studio album, and it's my favorite Beatles album as well. I also love Rubber Soul. That's one of my favorite albums of all time, and I love just every single, well, I wouldn't say every single song I love from them, but every single song I do appreciate. And I think the majority of them I do love, I do find great. I even like quite a few of the songs on the anthology albums, which I don't think many people are a big fan of the anthology albums. I personally, I don't love them, but I do like them for what they are. I do think they are quite good, and there are some songs that don't appear in any of their albums that are on it. I also love their singles albums. I love quite a few of their compilation albums, like the Beatles One album. I also love their solo careers. My favourite is John Lennon's solo career. Then probably George's, then Paul's, then Ringo's. But I love what all four of the Beatles do in the Beatles, and I that's all I've got to say for it. They are just my number one for all those reasons. I listen to them pretty much every single day now, and I've been a huge fan of them really for a couple of years now. I don't know many of their songs. I knew the mainly like the most iconic ones, but now I know pretty much all of their Beatles stuff. I'm even going to listen to the Beatles Christmas songs, which I'm looking forward to seeing what they're like. But that's all we're going to say for my number one. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And you can watch my top 5 bands and YouTubers after this if you want to go ahead and do so. You don't have to if you don't want to. But anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And next week, I won't be doing a music video. They don't get too many views. And plus, I'm getting a little bit bored talking about music. I want to go back to just talking about movies and video games for a few weeks. But that's all I've got to say here. I'm also going to Liverpool in July, which I'll do, well, sorry, late this month, in late June. And I'll be doing a video talking about what I do there. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out and ciao.